the end of the 11 a.m. turn of Austerlitz, we can see the coalition have failed to garner their victory points for anywhere in the south. Nothing in Telnitz, pushed back out of Solkonitz, gained good ground in the Pheasantry, but not enough to achieve their ends. At this point, the best they can hope to do is to continue to do damage to the French and hopefully get some morale level victory points. That said, they're in pretty bad shape here. Friant's men are advancing. There's a little left of Kienmeyer's Grenzers. On the plus side, Nostit's cavalry has recovered their readiness and they should be able to get back to it. But Doktorov's left flank is very wide open right now, so the French could definitely do some damage there. Speaking of damage, moving north, we see the utter collapse of the French 4th Corps. The Russians are streaming into the forest there. The French dragoons are trying to get in a position to stem the tide, but they're a little late. We see Von Dom's division has managed to create a line here, but they have already taken such bad losses it's probably not going to be possible to hold that position much longer. It'd be a shame if they gave up any more victory points due to their collapse. We see Napoleon rode out to help rally some of the 4th Corps, so he's kind of exposed there, but no way to run him down. The French Guard is trying to come forward here, see if they can shore up the 4th Corps in the center there. The continued arrival of Bernadotte's men is what's really key for the French. They're arriving in strength, moving towards the Austrians here on the Pratzen Heights. But the coalition is very comfortable now. The 4th and the 5th columns are sitting on the heights, waiting, just as they had planned to do. You see Liechtenstein's cavalry here, holding the right, opposed by Kellerman as well as the 2nd Dragoons. That's the only bright spot right now for the coalition. As we move further, we see what's left of the coalition in headlong retreat. 3 miserable battalions there, plus some skirmishers. We see the French have swept away almost all of the opposition. The French cavalry is in very good position. Murat has been keeping enough of his troopers fresh to be able to continue to push back what there is of the Russians here. And we see a lot of routed formations because they are on a morale level and they just are not recovering. So this next turn could very well see just a devastating loss of the entire advance guard of Bagration. That's a good way for the French to try to recover this battle, because their losses in the center are so staggering. It'd be very hard for them to pull out any kind of victory. For the next turn, I think we'll see Bernadotte probably very slowly coming up to try to engage, probably at long range, with some skirmishers at first. We'll see some cavalry over here trying to do something about this very large mass of Russian cavalry. Obviously the north will continue to see the French steamrolling Bagration. We have the combined grenadiers here that have yet to make their presence felt. Obviously they're going to be streaming this way, trying to hit the heights. The Russians will try to crush the remnants of the 4th Corps. If they can continue to exact casualties and victory points from those casualties, that'll be very much in their favor. the French will probably actually try to counterattack strongly out of the strong position of Tilnitz. See if they can roll up Dokthorov's line. That might be one way for them to salvage the south. So it's kind of interesting, gotten pretty chaotic. Try to reform some lines and push things forward the next turn.